Welcome to Disruption Now. I'm Rob Richardson.
And I'm James Keys.
We want to talk to you another time about Are You Serious? And this one deals with the journalist known as Laura Ingraham. Now, you might know who she is. She's brought you some great journalism. The journalism that says, LeBron James, you should just shut up and dribble. The same type of journalism that makes fun of Parkland survivors after they went through that tragic shooting and seeing their classmates gunned down in front of them, make fun of them for not getting into college. That's who we're talking about. So that's the type of quality journalism we've expected from Laura Ingraham. So I guess she doesn't disappoint. And with Nipsey Hussle, she said this.
In LA, thousands lined the streets to say goodbye to rapper Nipsey Hussle. Now, this dear artist recently released a song called FDT, F Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, yeah, Donald Trump, yeah, Donald Trump, yeah, Donald Trump, yeah, Donald Trump.
1 minute.
Okay, now that's a very creative refrain.
Very catchy.
Very catchy.
Irving Berlin, look out.
Is it? It all began and ended with Irving Berlin for you, didn't it?
Yeah.
So the refrain, the chorus, it goes on and on. Is that related to the lowest unemployment ever, basically, for African Americans?
But now, for those who might not remember, this is 70s.
Couple things wrong with what she said. Okay, so that is not Nipsey Hussle that she showed. It's not him. Sorry. I don't know why she did that. Maybe it's poor journalism. Maybe she didn't know. Maybe she doesn't know hip hop that well. Maybe she can't tell the difference, thinks all black people look alike. Look, I don't know. I don't know what the reason is, but all I can say is that she got it wrong, way wrong, because Nipsey Hussle and YG don't seem to be anything alike. The only thing they have in common is they're both rappers and they both have to be African American. But you can take whatever you want to from that. Here is the point, though. Nipsey Hussle was a person. He was not a perfect person, neither is Laura Ingraham, by the way, but he did try to do some things to improve the community. He did try to raise the level of expectations for people in the community. And there are a lot of people that are hurt, mourning over what happened. There are rappers that want Laura Ingraham to be fired. They're probably wasting their breath. But I do want to send a message that you should at least respect someone's life, what they've done, and at least get their name right, get their face right. If you're going to talk about somebody after they've been gunned down, shot, and there's lots of people mourning their death. I mean, Laura Ingraham, are you serious? James, what was your take from this?
Well, I'll tell you this. I think, as you insinuated, you use the term journalist very loosely. She's not a journalist. She's a provocateur. You know, that's it. Her job is to make people upset or make people happy. But it really shows you that, but provoke one way or the other. People who want to think bad things about Nipsey Hussle, she's going to make them happy. People who want fairness or want people to be respected or human decency are going to be offended. You know, so if your goal is to offend people who are just looking for human decency, then, you know, that's your person. That's who you call. But this really demonstrates that the demographic, or excuse me, the audience that she's attempting to cater to, the sponsors the people they're trying to reach, they don't look at this as we're all in this together. They dislike or have a problem with Americans. And I look at that as being anti-American. If you say, hey, half of America, I don't respect you enough that I think that if you die, that we should give you some level of respect, some level of decency, and not dance on your grave. If you don't think of that, then that's what you're thinking. You're anti-American. You're anti-that American. You're anti-Americans that sympathize with that. Or again, just look for common decency, whether we agree or disagree on issues. We can agree and disagree on issues all the time. That's what we are supposed to do. I'm an attorney. The system is set up for there to be a disagreement. There's supposed to be an attorney or multiple attorneys on one side. There's supposed to be an attorney or multiple attorneys on the other side. And they're supposed to have an adversarial process with a judge. And you end up hopefully with the best result that you can have. That's okay. That doesn't mean that those attorneys are then trying to go at each other's throats or hate each other at the end of it. And so in this case, it's the same thing with society. You can't take it to where, okay, I disagree with you on this issue or I disagree with you on that issue. So therefore I hate you. Therefore I'm happy if you die. Therefore you're the problem in my world. That's not the case.
No.
We are either all in this together or we're all going to fall. This is old. United we stand, divided we fall. And
House divided against itself cannot stand. Lincoln.
Yeah, exactly. This is exactly what that is about. There are people who make money and who gain notoriety by trying to divide people and prey on people's emotions, prey on people's fear of the unknown, life experiences or people they're not familiar with. And that in itself is anti-American. You are trying to turn Americans against each other. You're trying to play on people's fears. And that's what Laura Ingraham is. That's what she does.
Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see, and absolutely nothing what you hear or see on Fox News, because usually it's coming all from a spin.
Well, but you have to remember, it's all about money.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not. This isn't. The people aren't doing this for fun.
No,
they know
they're the number one news cable network.
Exactly.
It is working. In terms of money,
it's working in terms of profit. It's working in terms of making money. It's dividing the country. Yes, it's dividing the country. It's having people who don't believe anything unless it comes from the one place. I don't understand how, unless if you're saying that everything that any media organization says is false, except X media organization, then you're already hustling backwards. You've already missed the boat, because the whole point of having multiple channels and multiple places where you can get news is to be able to look at different ideas and see what people are saying here and there. Everyone has bias. You have bias. I have bias. That's inherent to our human nature. But the way we check for that is we listen to people we agree with. But you know what? We also listen to people we disagree with.
I agree.
But what's required with that, though, is you have to come from good faith, and you have to be looking to build up a common good. And the common good is us, is America. Is the people you listen to, are they looking to build up a common good? All Americans, bring everybody up, rise all boats? Or are they looking to bring some people up on the backs of others, or by oppressing or making other people's lives worse?
Or just appealing to people's emotions and really just trying to help a few people, which I really think is the objective, because, poor rural folks are being hurt just as much in this country as urban folks. But if you can get somebody to believe that somebody else is causing your problems, then you won't actually go to the source of the problems.
Or if you can get people to believe that they're not in the same boat, I look at it, I see that people who are poor or lower middle class are pretty much all in the same boat. But if you are convinced that people who are poor in urban areas or in rural areas or in this area or in that area are not in it together, then you've been bamboozled. Yeah. You missed it, because the money the rural people are saying they don't have any money, or people in the suburbs who are saying they don't have any money, or anyone saying they don't have any money,
or they feel disenfranchised.
Look to where the money is.
Yep. Yeah.
The money is not. It's not that poor urban people don't have the money. The money is where the haves have the money. The money is where the capitalists are, and the goal of that isn't to take away the money from the people who have the money. The goal of that is to set up a system that's fair, where you can be rewarded for hard work, where you can be rewarded for playing it by the rules. And you know what? They have a name for that. The name was Square Deal, Teddy Roosevelt. Yep. Then they had another name for it. It was the New Deal. The New Deal brought forth the largest middle class in history in the world. You know why? Because it set up a system that was fair, that if you worked hard, if you play by the rules, then you can advance. Right now, the system is not set up like that. No. The system is rigged, and the poor people are being turned against each other while other people make out with all the money. Yep, and that's what's going on, and that's what we have to fight against. Eternal vigilance, the price of liberty. Stay woke if you want to stay free. I'm Rob Richardson. And I'm James Keys. See you next time.